Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Christine. This is Everyday Yoga. Today we are going to do a heart opening practice. And you can set the intention at the beginning of your practice to truly invite more love into and out of your heart. So as we begin here in mountain pose, the first thing we want to do is just make sure we have a nice solid connection between our feet and the ground beneath us. We want to draw ourselves up to our full height, keeping the knees softly bent and the pelvis neutral. Inhale and lift the heart up, opening the heart, drawing the shoulder blades down the back towards the back pocket. Hands are open in front of you. Crown is lifted towards the sky and the chin is gently tucked to keep the neck protected. When the heart is open, our heart and our lungs can function more effectively. And when our metaphysical heart is open, we can receive and give love more effectively. So the intention for today's practice is just to let our hearts be open. Breathing here, we'll lift the heart to the sky. Exhale to really settle in. Find your feet. Notice the ground underneath your feet as you're firmly planted into the earth. And the first thing we're going to do today is dancer's pose. So dancer's pose will help us to not only open the heart and the shoulder, but also the hip. If you would like a little support, you can come to a chair or to the wall. I'm going to stand sideways so that you can see what I'm doing here on the right side. So find a focal point, some kind of stationary object out in front of you that you can take your gaze to help aid your balance. And with our arms open out to the side, we just want to bring the weight over into the left leg. So you can gently peel the right heel from the earth so that you can really be sturdy on that right leg. And as you inhale here, we're just going to lift the right leg from the ground, bending the knee and pressing the sole of the right foot behind us. This might be as far as you want to go today. Again, we never want to force ourselves into any particular pose. We want to gradually relax into the pose. If you do want to go any further and you feel ready, you can draw the right foot towards the buttock and reach back with your right hand, holding onto the foot or to the ankle. You can take your left arm out to the side to reach for a wall or a chair, or just out into the air for a little more balance here. We're drawing the shoulder back, we're drawing the knee back, but we're keeping the knee in line with center. So rather than having it out to the side here, we're drawing it in towards center. Or you can even lift that left arm up alongside the left ear, reaching the fingertips, keeping long in the left side body all the way from the foot to the fingers. Again, you can stay here, opening up the heart, or you can draw back a little farther, feeling more sensation in the front of the thigh, in the hip flexor, in the shoulder. And if you want a little bit more, you can begin to hinge forward, keeping a soft bend in that left knee, reaching forward with the left fingertips and pressing back with the right foot into the right hand. Really opening up here. Take a nice full breath here. One more inhale and then exhale back to center. And release the right foot, coming back to mountain, maybe shaking the legs out a little bit here. And then we have to balance everything out and switch sides. So we'll start in mountain pose, find that focal point, Reconnect with the breath. And then again, just incrementally, we'll take the weight into the right leg and peel the left heel from the earth. We could even stay here. This is enough to challenge your balance. This is enough to lift the heart. Or you can lift the right or left foot from the earth and press the sole of the foot back. Breathing here, keeping the heart lifted and the shoulder blades down the back. And if you want to go a little farther, you can lift the left foot towards the buttock and reach back with the left hand. You could hold the inside or the outside of the left ankle or foot here, whichever feels more comfortable with your shoulder. And you can press back here. You can reach out to the side for balance. Or you can lift the right arm up to the sky, really noticing the length from the right foot all the way up to the fingertips. Maybe press back to open up the front body a little bit more. And maybe begin to hinge forward at the hips. Again, keeping a focal point out in front of you to keep your balance and keeping that left knee drawn in towards the center. One full breath here, and then inhale back up, and exhale to release, shake it out. And then let's come down to the floor. You can get down any way that works for you, but I like to be fancy. So I like to inhale my arms up and overhead, maybe taking a little bit of a back bend here to open the heart. And exhale to swan dive forward. And then bring one knee and then the other down to the earth. And then come on down to Sphinx pose. We'll take the belly to the earth. We have the elbows bent and right underneath the shoulder here. We're just taking a little bit of a back bend, and as we do that, we're drawing the heart forward, keeping the chin tucked, pressing the tops of the feet onto the earth. The tops of the thighs and the pubic bone are firmly grounded here on your mat. Breathing here, this is great for the low back. And if it feels a little uncomfortable for the low back, you might take the feet a little wider. And if you want to challenge yourself a little more, you can take them narrower. And then we'll do some cobras here. So let's replace our palms where our elbows were. Draw those elbows in towards center and down the back. Keeping the chin tucked and the heart drawing forward. We'll inhale to press away from the mat, lifting from the back of the heart. And exhale to come back down. Inhale, baby cobra, thinking about lifting from the back of the heart. And exhale back down. Inhale, baby cobra. You might lift the fingers, the hands from the earth, really challenging the back and strengthening the back here. And exhale back down. And then you can lift into cobra of any height, coming up to where you are comfortable, keeping the elbows bent, keeping the tops of the thighs and the pubic bone grounded. This is cobra. Upward facing dog, you would straighten the arms all the way and lift the thighs from the earth. But this is full cobra here. And then we'll exhale back down to the mat. And then take a rest here. Let the arms come all the way back, palms facing up, and just rest a cheek to the earth. Take a breath here. Just letting the back take a break. And then we'll come back to cobra. Setting up here, we've got the hands right alongside the tops of the ribs, elbows coming back. We can inhale to cobra of any height. And if you do want to come into upward facing dog, Straighten the arms, lift the thighs away so that only the tops of the feet and the palms of the hand are grounded onto the mat. Opening the heart, tucking the chin. We'll inhale here and exhale to release. And then we'll inhale to press into table. And we'll do a couple gentle cat-cows here. Let's curl the toes under. Bend the elbows, drop the belly into cow pose. Straighten the arms, turn the tops of the feet to the mat, and draw the navel back towards the spine into cat pose. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale to press all the way back into child's pose. Nice, long, extended child's pose here. One full breath. And then walk your hands up to your thighs, coming into hero's pose here. Just taking a moment to realign. And then you can swing the feet out to the right or left side, or you can cross them behind you and bring the sit bones back behind the legs to come to your seat. You're going to come to the front of the mat with the soles of the feet planted and the knees pointing up to the sky. Bring the palms to the backs of the thighs underneath the knees here. And again, we'll inhale that heart open. Exhale to draw the shoulder blades down the back and tuck that chin. One more inhale here, and then we'll exhale to bring one vertebrae at a time, super, super slow. Slow it down, way, way down, down to the mat. Really bring your attention to that spine until you come all the way back down, and then you can hug the knees into the chest. Maybe rock a little bit from side to side, maybe rotate the ankles in one direction and then the other. Inhale everything out long in this nice big good morning stretch. Maybe stretching long through the right side body and then through the left side body. And then we'll set up for bridge pose. Bringing the feet and the legs parallel to one another. Soles of the feet on the earth, knees pointed up towards the sky. Kind of see if you can reach down and touch the backs of the heels here. You might not be able to depending on the configuration of your body, but just kind of reach down there and mentally think of that intention. Press the palms to the earth. Press the triceps to the earth. You could even bend the elbows and point the fingertips up to the sky, kind of like a Tyrannosaurus Rex arms, these little tiny arms, and really press into the earth here. The collarbones slide away from each other and the heart lifts to the sky. And then we inhale to curl the tailbone one vertebrae at a time up, lifting the heart, lifting the chin, and exhale to roll one vertebrae at a time down. Inhale, tailbone lifts first, pressing the hips up towards the sky. Exhale, rolling the spine back down to the earth. And just continue doing these rolling bridges here, moving with the breath, keeping it nice and slow. Inhale one more time to the sky, and let's stay here. You can bring the palms down beside you to help press up into your bridge, or you can even clasp the hands underneath and kind of snuggle the shoulder blades in towards one another to really lift the heart up towards the sky. Take care of that neck. Definitely peek at me when you need to, but try not to compromise the neck in the peeking. Take a breath or two here and then switch your clasp underneath you. So you're in the awkward side here with your non-dominant hand on top. One more inhale here. And then exhale to release the clasp if you have it and roll back down to the earth. Hug one knee at a time into the chest. Maybe draw the nose to the knees to realign everything. And then we'll bring the feet back down to the earth. Let's open up the arms to the sky and windshield wiper the knees over to the right side and back up to the center. And then over to the left and back up to center. And maybe this time as you exhale the knees to the right, you can take your gaze to the left. Inhale, knees and gaze up. Exhale, knees left, gaze right. Inhale, knees and gaze center. Let's do a couple more times. Moving really nice and slow, noticing how the back feels as it contacts the ground underneath you. Getting a little bit of a twist here. Maybe drawing the knees down a little closer to the earth with each side. Let's do one more time each side. Really drawing all the way as close as you can get comfortably. And then this time, let's bring the knees over to the right a little. We're just lifting the left buttock from the earth. And we're going to take the left hand, palm down, and place it right underneath your left butt cheek. So you're sitting on the back of your hand. And then we'll take the knees in the opposite direction and bring the right hand under the right cheek. So now we're sitting on our hands, and you can kind of snuggle those arms underneath you as much as you can. Again, without pain, but maybe a little awkwardness. This might feel a little weird. And we're setting up here for fish pose, Matsyasana. So we're going to send the legs out long. Maybe press the toes away, flex the ankles here. And as I press the toes away, you're kind of making a little high heel shoe shape with the feet. And I can see my block is in the way there, so I'll just kick it over. So we're kind of making a high heel shoe shape. Something I would love to wear again, but probably never ever will. So as we're pressing away with the feet, we're snuggling the shoulder blades under the back. Inhale, lift the head and look at the feet. Really draw those elbows underneath you. And as you exhale, bring the crown of the head down towards the earth. Our heart is open and lifted. We're pressing up to the sky. Crown of the head is stimulated here on the mat. If you were practicing with me in person and I had permission to touch you, I might come around and thread my hands underneath your back and really lift the heart towards the sky. Breathing here. Few breaths. Lifting to opening the throat. And when you're ready to come out, you'll inhale, lift the head, look at the feet, and exhale to bring the back all the way down to the earth, bringing the arms out from under you. Taking a nice big long stretch. And then let's come into Shavasana. Sending the legs out long, arms open to the sky. And if this isn't a comfortable position for you, find one that is, maybe with the blocks underneath your knees or pillows. Or maybe you prefer to have the knees bent, feet as wide as the mat, and the knees touching in the center. Find a position that's relaxing for you. Take a nice big inhale here, and as you exhale, just let all the tension go. And let's take 3 cleansing breaths here. We'll just inhale through the nose and let it go out the mouth. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth with a sigh. One more time. And then just stay here in stillness. Keeping the eyes closed if that's comfortable for you. You can maybe watch the rise and fall of your chest and belly with your mind's eye. And focus that mind's eye on your heart center. Both in the front of your chest and along your back body. And with our arms open and the palms up to the sky in this simultaneous offering and receiving position. Let's inhale to receive love and exhale to offer it. Focusing on the heart. Two more breaths here. Inhaling love and exhaling love. But you can turn off this video and stay here in Shavasana, bathing in love for as long as time allows. Or you can reach the arms up and overhead, draw the palms together and down to the heart. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.